Hey, what's going on YouTube? BD Kane 721. Happy Wednesday morning. Hope everybody is doing well. It's a little foggy out this morning. Love waking up to this kind of weather. In fact, this is my first day back from a 5-day vacation that I took up to Lake Tahoe, California, or Lake Tahoe, Nevada, depending on which side of the border you're from. Certainly my favorite place to visit here in the state of California. I know there's going to be a lot of places out there in our country that look and feel like this, but for me, having lived here for the last 23 years, I just can't get enough of Lake Tahoe and everything that it has to offer. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. And you know, it's just one of those places that has everything. You know, if you're a skier or snowboarder, the winter's your time to be there. If you're an outdoorsy person like me and you want to do some hiking and some biking, the summertime, the fall is always a great time to be up there. So just really relax now and feel good to be back in town, get back to work. But I had a couple of packages that I wanted to open here on camera, and I wanted to give some shout outs to a couple of channels that I really enjoy here in the YouTube community, and wanted to give them some props on things that they do and these two packages that they sent me. So let me turn the camera around and I will get into these two packages. All right, see you in a sec. Let's get into this, guys. Okay, so thanks for joining me again today. I really appreciate it. This might be a little bit longer of a video than normal, mainly because I want to make sure I give both of these packages and the YouTube channels that they came from the appropriate amount of time and discussion, because they deserve it. So the first package I'm going to open here is from a really good YouTube friend of mine, Brian over at BRoth6. For anybody who hasn't visited his channel, I've left a link below. Definitely go check him out. I've been following his channel for many years now, part of his Facebook group called Card Soup. I've also left that link below. You can go check that out. I'm sure most of you who watch my channel have been to his channel, so I don't have to do too much build up for him. But I wanted to explain what's going on with the package that he sent me. Many months ago, I started a binder right here, this San Diego Padres binder. In fact, this spine artwork was provided to me by Scott over at Reindeer Studios. Thank you very much, Scott, in case you're watching the video. He saw that I was doing something like this, and he sent me this as part of the project, and I really do appreciate it. The binder is a San Diego Padres only binder, and it's going to be hard to really show it to you here on the camera, but I've shown this binder before. I'm going to be putting together a team set of the Padres since 1969, which is when they first came into the majors, the first year in the major leagues. So I've completed 1969. You can see there's some spots in here that don't have a card, and that's because the players that they drafted in 1968 in the expansion draft were not given a card for the 1969 Topps set. So you'll see some of those in the 1969, but I definitely have completed. I've got a couple of cards that are duplicates in here, but I didn't want to throw them out or give them to somebody. I just kept them in here. And what I did was I put them in order of how they were drafted. So, but I won't go into that detail at this point, just show you the binder here. And then I go to 1970, where I've started the 1970 team set, 1971, and then 1972 here, started here. And then after this, I'm just putting in random cards that don't really fit into other areas of my collection that are all San Diego Padres players. So my goal is to have a full team set of every year that Topps made cards since 1969, all the way through. Right now, I'm just going to work through year 2000 and then figure out what I'm going to do after that. And so Brian over at BRoth6 had a little bit of a sale going on his Facebook page, and he showed some 1970s cards, and I thought, why not just ask him if he's got some 1970s San Diego Padres cards, I would be interested, of course. And so we went back and forth a couple times on Facebook, on the messaging system, and I told him what I had and what I need. Made a really great deal. He gave me an unbelievable price. So Brian, if you're watching, thank you for that. And he sent me the cards. Now, one thing to keep in mind, guys, I am not looking for quality all that much. If it's a mint card, great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. This is really just for fun for me, putting together this binder and learning more about the Padres' history. You can see I've got a little Band-Aid on my index finger here. I cut myself over the weekend. But these are all 1971 cards that I don't have. And so I'll be really excited to put these into the binder. And he did an awesome job putting these together for me. Man, there's a lot more than I had thought I needed. I have not yet put a list together. I've kind of been sidetracked, obviously, by the purple speckle set this year. So I was definitely happy to get. Here's a team card. I always like those team cards. And then there was one lone 1972 card. And like I said, you know, look, condition is not that important to me. This is just more for fun and information. So you can see this card is grossly miscut, but hey, that's fine with me. Love that card just the same. So these cards will all go into the binder, and I will be making more updates on this this binder as I get through my other endeavors this year, most notably the purple speckle set. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of that binder for my collection. And again, go check out Brian's channel. He's certainly one of the best, actually, YouTube channels in our community. And if you haven't had a chance to meet him, I highly recommend it. I had a chance to meet him at the Atlantic City National a couple years ago, so that was a highlight for me. Okay, on to the other package. Now this one's going to take a little bit more to explain before I actually open the package. This has come from John over at the Mangini Collection. Just a fantastic YouTuber. If you haven't checked him out, I left the link below. Go visit his channel. He has got one of the most amazing collections in our community. I would certainly put his collection against anybody else's in our community. It's always interesting to watch his videos, to hear his thoughts on our hobby, our community, and of course, his collection and other collections. So definitely worth checking out. Now with John, I had a little bit of a run-in with him over the summer. Not run-in, it's probably the wrong way to phrase it. I was supposed to go to the National this past summer in Chicago. I bought my ticket, I don't know, back in February or January of this year, and was really excited about it. Started to make my plans, and then realized that I had some other commitments in the summer that I forgot about, and we're going to be very close to the Chicago National as far as time frame goes. So I decided not to go. And I put it out there that I had a ticket available if anybody wanted to use it. And John messaged me and said that he was looking to get a ticket. And so I was very happy to get that ticket over to him so he could use it. John did ask me if I wanted something for it, money or anything else. And I said, you know, if you find something at the National that you think might fit my collection, that would be great. Didn't talk about price, didn't talk about money, didn't talk about anything else. Just that's what I told him. And I also said if he didn't get anything, that's fine too. I didn't have a problem just giving him the ticket. But he was a man of his word and still is a man of his word, and one of the most honest guys, I think, in our community. And so he sent me a package recently. He said that he finally got around to getting it to me. And John, if you're watching, which I think every once in a while you do pop into my channel, I just want to thank you for sending this along. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to open it here the first time on the channel, and and see what you sent over. So, nicely packaged up. It's got a little note here, which I will go ahead and open here on camera. Uh-oh. I saw you have a secret crush on Mookie, so thought you'd enjoy this, John. Oh boy. I do have a secret crush on Mookie. I think everybody knows that at this point. He is probably, next to Manny Machado, my favorite baseball player in the league. Not just for what he does on the field, but there's a lot about Mookie off the field that I don't think people really realize. But I am going to see what he sent. I'm a little nervous. Bam. Very nice. Look at that color match. Ben Baller, Topps Chrome, Mookie Betts. That is sweet. Love it. John, oh my gosh, it's numbered to 75. I didn't realize that was numbered to 75. That is fantastic, John. Thank you so much for that. That's going to go right into the collection of Mookie cards. Looks really nice, too. Nicely centered. That's amazing. Awesome. You know, I don't really look for Mookie stuff a lot. And so whenever I get a Mookie card into the collection, I'm really excited, especially something like this that's color matched. And I like to share a lot of this stuff with my Dodger friends that I have quite a few of them around here in San Diego, of course, as you can imagine. So it's the only part of the Dodgers organization that I do root for. And I was sorry to see them get ousted once again in the NLDS this year, but as a Padre fan, there was a little bit of me that was cheering that. So thank you again, John. Really appreciate that. That is awesome. And so I will go ahead and put that into the collection. And I can't get it to stand up. There we go. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go check out these two channels. They're well worth your time. Give them a sub, and you won't regret it. So that's it for today. I should have an update on my Chrome Speckle set here pretty soon. I've got the COM-C order coming in. It was shipped a couple days ago, so I do expect that in the next few days. So that should be the next video. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. Talk to you soon. See ya.